Oh man, so Bitcoin is up 3.5% at the time of recording this video, and that has triggered Matic, Polkadot, and Link to have successful bounces right now. And could this be setting us up for huge moves for all three of these projects, but also a lot of our favorite altcoins? Well, let's take a look, guys. But if you appreciate this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Really appreciate every single one of you guys who are part of this community, who hit the like button, who subscribe, who comment in the videos. I try to get back to as many of you as possible, so thank you so much for supporting this channel and this effort to helping you guys build sustainable wealth in crypto. So let's take a look at what's happening in Bitcoin. And you'll remember that I said we were not out of the rough on Bitcoin and therefore our altcoins, because we're following Bitcoin right now, until we break out of this yellow resistance. Very important. You can see here on the 4-hourly chart, we have this yellow resistance, and until we reversed out of this downward trend, none of these pumps really meant anything until we cleared to the upside. Now, we've managed to get that. Really good news. The last three 4-hourly candles here have managed to break us out of this zone, which is fantastic, and now we can head to the upside. But I want to bring your attention to two key levels on Bitcoin before we move on to our three tokens, which this video is for. Now, you can see here, until we create a higher high above this point here, okay, so until we can create a higher high above about $60,000, we're not completely out of the woods yet, okay? In doing so, we would have created a W pattern as well, which should set up a good explosive movement out of this box, which if we can get out of this green box at about 61,600 level, then we can say we're in for a good reversal and we can start heading to new upsides such as 64,000, and that is what should get our altcoins moving. But I've noticed one more thing as well, guys. I want to show you this, because if you come onto CoinMarketCap, we're starting to get this interesting movement now where Bitcoin is moving, but we're getting other altcoins moving faster than Bitcoin. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we were looking at it, when Bitcoin was going on its pump to 64, 67,000, it was moving on its own and altcoins were very flat. And that's what happens when Bitcoin is heading towards a Bitcoin season, but we never actually headed to a Bitcoin season, right? You can see here, we were never in fully fledged Bitcoin season. This is the best we got was down here, which was nowhere near the levels which we had in August when Bitcoin was going on its run. So could we now be setting up for an altcoin season? Well, the interesting thing is fear is not really that bad. It's 32 at the moment. Throughout this retracement, if I put that into context, the lowest we saw was in the 30s. But if we go earlier in the year, in the June period, we were seeing dominance at 14, 15, even as low as 10, okay, on the fear and greed index. So that's very interesting. Now, coming back to CoinMarketCap, what am I seeing? So Bitcoin is moving, but you've got Ethereum moving at 6%. You've got Binance Coin moving at 9%. You've got Cardano up 4.5%. You've got Avalanche up 7%. You've got Cryptos.com's been on absolute run. You've got Luna up over 10%. Litecoin up 8%. You've even got, we saw Polygon up 8.7%, which we're going to cover in this, and Chainlink up 5% as well. Are we heading to an altcoin season? Well, let's focus on the three charts we're here to look at, which are the three projects we've been covering for a very long time. And let's start with our favorite, which is, well, one of our favorites, which is Matic. Okay, and if you appreciate this guy, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to support this channel a little bit further, check out the join button, become a member of the channel, see the different options there. It's your way of giving back to this channel to help me bring you these videos on a regular basis. So if you want to do that and you want to get access to me to ask me questions in our members only thread, consider one of those options and we can take a look at your favorite projects over there. Right, what are we seeing here on Matic? I want to come out onto the daily chart, because what you'll know is we were forming the massive cup and handle pattern. Okay, now with Matic, you saw that what happened was we invalidated our neckline. We headed down and we even said that we may need to come down to this long white trend line. But you saw from my drawing here from previous videos, it felt like we were going to curve a little bit earlier. And we've managed to do exactly that. We've created a higher low versus here, and now we're still in a nice uptrend and we're heading back towards our resistance level at $1.92. Okay, so we're sitting at $1.87. Can we break the $1.92 level and then start heading back to our target? Back to our cup and handle target, of $2.79. That's what we're looking at here for Matic. It's looking really good. If I bring out the EMA ribbon, you will now see in this daily candle, if we continue to close above this EMA ribbon, we have now officially flipped bullish back on the daily chart, and this should set us up for a nice move. You can have a look at other times when we've closed a candle above the EMA ribbon, you head up for explosive moves, okay? And that's what we want to be looking at again on Matic. Can we set us up for a nice explosive move to the upside? downside, which reaches our price target. Exciting times for Matic. Let's take a look at Link. And the difference with Link was the one which was in a most precarious position. And we know there weren't many fundamental catalysts to help Link during the downturn, which is what was causing some of the problems. But you can see that not only did the crash happen just when Link was trying to break the neckline, it sent it all the way down straight to our last resistance point on this diagonal support line. But look at this daily candle. Just at the last minute, we're fighting for a nice strong daily candle, which is giving us a bounce perfectly off this resistance line, and then we can start heading higher. Let's check the EMA ribbon to see how we're getting on, and you can see here we're still bearish here on Chainlink. But if we can get a bounce above our EMA ribbon, create a higher high, which is about the $38 mark, then we can start heading higher on Chainlink. And you guys know my price target for Chainlink is one from the cup and handle pattern. If we can continue to hold that, is 56, but more longer term from our Fibonacci levels, our golden ratio is sitting at $77. So still a long-term hold for me on Chainlink. Just right now it's not moving as quickly, but it's definitely one which hasn't had its run. So if I was looking at some projects which have just been a bit sideways, that just haven't had their run, but they're solid fundamental projects, I mean, you can't look much further than Chainlink. Look at that, guys. It's been in this channel for such a long time. Look at that. Okay, so it's due a move, and it's one of those projects which is not going anywhere. It's survived bear markets, it's survived bull markets, it's been around for a long time. Trusted team, trusted project, great fundamentals, a lot of great partnerships, and they're the de facto data oracle play. So where else are you going to go for that? Right. Finally, we've got DOT, and DOT fared a little bit better in this period because of the fundamentals. And again, we know the parachains have happened. We know it's been a busy time for DOT, and we knew that November and December was going to be great with the launch of their parachains. But again, when Bitcoin crashed, we had already broken out. We were heading really close to our price target, really. I mean, our price target was sat up here at 61, and you can see we wicked up to 55. We were well on our way from the neckline towards that, and we were more than 60% of the way to our target before Bitcoin led us to crash back down. Now, the beautiful thing here with DOT, we did not invalidate our neckline. We did wick, but we did not close below the 37.70 mark, which means we kept our neckline, and this is just acting as a bounce. Not only are we bouncing off the neckline here at 37.70, but we're also bouncing off the white trend line. So it's a double resistance level coming from this pattern, which is giving DOT the strength to then head higher. So this is a really strong level for DOT. Let's bring out the VPVR, and you can see the amount of volume that comes in below here. This is a really strong level for DOT to bounce off from. So exciting times for Polkadot, both from a fundamental perspective, but also from a technical. But as always, what is our price target with DOT? Where are we trying to head to? Well, if I show you our cup and handle pattern, you know, if I move me out of the way, get out of the way, you can see our cup and handle pattern sits at 60, let's call it $61, but more importantly, our golden ratio Fibonacci level sits at 74. So DOT is looking particularly strong as well. Now, as always, guys, I'm going to have to caveat this. These are all three great fundamental projects, which I have no qualms holding all three of these projects as part of my diversified portfolio for the long run. If you're trading this on any type of short-term trade or something which you're trying to swing in and swing out of, you have to understand this is a Bitcoin-led market right now, and you need to keep an eye on that, okay? But we could be heading into alt season, and what that means is when alt seasons happen, money starts rotating from Bitcoin into some higher moving altcoins, and if Bitcoin's moving 2%, you can now expect some of your altcoins to move up multiples of that as well. So exciting times for any people invested in portfolios of altcoins, exciting time, but we've got to wait for that W pattern on the Bitcoin dominance to fully confirm that. Like I said, the M pattern on this Bitcoin dominance, if we can break out of this M shape to the downside, that shows altcoins is really gaining strength, and then we're in a full-fledged altcoin season, and that will see that massive rotation towards altcoins from Bitcoin. So really exciting times, guys. If you're in any of these coins, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. If you want more updates like this, then join this channel, become a member of this channel if you want to support the channel. But more importantly, just smash up that like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.